What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So last video, we did get all of the rest of the air control layer done, which meant getting the ceiling done because we already had our walls done. Now that we have the ceiling done, we have our ceiling framing. That is the bottom of our ceiling frame, which means we can finally work on our walls. A couple advantages to doing it this way. One, we have this nice service cavity. So we have an 1.5 inch cavity around the entire exterior envelope, which means we can do our outlets, we can do our lighting, we can do all of, not all, most of all of our electrical and MEPs in the service cavity without having to interrupt the air control layer. Now what we're gonna do is start building all of our interior partition walls. So another nice thing about post frame, all this lumber got delivered, got brought inside, never sat outside in the weather, and also wasn't framed and sitting here in the weather getting rained on while the house was getting built. It's coming into a nice dry area, and now we're gonna build. So we're getting things cleaned up. We already did all of our layout and marking, and so we're gonna find those marks because we've got them down here somewhere with some pencil marks. We're gonna re-snap some lines, get the laser out, and we'll start building walls.
What's that?
Well, this is what we had earlier. So yeah. I'm only assuming that this
should be 9.1.
No, 9.1 plus 3.5. That's my problem. I did 9.1. I didn't add the wall.
Okay,
you see what I'm
so
saying?
You went on the yes.
Yeah, which is fine. That doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean nothing.
And honestly, it doesn't matter for that attic access because we can't change that anyways.
No, it doesn't matter anyway.
Because that's as far over this way as we can go.
Yes, it's all good. All right, so only thing I was trying to do was figure out, is my door in this or not? And it's literally here, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just going to put all the studs.
Just run it long?
Yeah. The kind of nice thing is when we do this, it's, you know, we just gotta figure out our plan, but we can just go through, put our top plates, our bottom plates, and then fit all of our studs in and leave out the door studs. Leave out, like we've got an electric fireplace to frame in here. We don't have to really worry about any of that stuff. We will come back in, set our lasers up, and ensure all that framing is perfect and to the right dimension. So we, you know, it's kind of nice. We don't have to build it all at once. It just kind of go through, and then we can, you know,
section at a time.
Yeah, do really good stuff or really good work with our door headers and door framing so that it's perfect. So all I was doing was checking that. I wanted to know where this was. So now, Greg, I'm just going to grab my square because I forgot it. And let's get these holes marked out. Then we'll get those cut, get them taped.
What are you doing with this guy?
I mean, there's really
one side or the other.
There's really not much I can do about it. Probably could get it on this side.
Or maybe put the stud on this side of the line.
Sucker just ate, dude.
Whoops. Not really looking for perfection, just kind of covering up the whitewood. Is this just a full 16 or what is this?
I cut it. I'll get that one.
Okay. Whoever did those holes definitely left some room.
All right, let's get her tap the cond. Oh, take a look at this. It's kind of cool. You can kind of see. So this is our AMC heat sheet heavy. This is the top of the nodule. This is the bottom of the nodule. This is where the radiant tubing is running. All the radiant tubing is below this top of the nodule, which means we have just over 4 inches as we planned. So when we come through, we drill our tap cons. In theory, this is a better view. In theory, I could use probably a 6-inch fastener and I would never go below into this area where the tubing is. We're only using these guys, which are 2 3/4. These will go into the concrete enough to hold it tight. we're not worried about uplift or anything like that. I mean, this literally is just holding this, rock solid so that when you lean up against it or kick it, it doesn't go anywhere. But people always come in the comments and say, what about your tubing? Well, look at the distance between that fastener and where my tubing is way down here. So also when we do that, we make sure that our rotary hammer is set so that even though our fastener is not that long, we don't want to drill deeper than we need to drill. So somewhere I just put that fastener. Crap. Oh my God, it was in my hand.
It was in your hand.
I think I put my tape measure in my pocket. We're gonna drill that deep, and then we know that the hole's deep enough for the fastener, but it's not gonna be, once again, too deep to go down to where our tubing is. All right. So we're gonna put more than just a couple. This is just to get it mounted, get us moving forward when we have downtime and Cole's around again, because I had to send him. I'd be like, Cole, go through there and put more tap cons in. So that's the bottom plate. Now what we can do is set the laser up, and we need to know where the layout is on the ceiling so we can make that one and get that mounted up. Maybe we just go through and do bottoms first. That's the hard part anyway.
Yeah.
Cut around all of our pipes, get our bottoms, and then...
Yeah, I think so.
I kind of like that idea.
I don't mind it.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't yours, so I get it, but it's not a horrible idea.
It's not a terrible idea.
Let's see.
Why don't you just, because we gotta get the pipes anyways, so.
That's fair enough. It's not a bad idea. I don't mind that idea.
However, there is a...
It's not a horrible idea.
There's a door in there somewhere, so.
Don't care, we're just gonna cut it.
Okay. Respect.
And then what this will allow me to do is basically continue this nice layout of 16 on centers. So before you move that G Money Millionaire, I'm just gonna set this here. And that'll allow me to keep running. Don't care, that's in a doorway. And want to square these behind me?
I would love to.
I know you would, man.
X to the right.
I've already X'd it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Rut row.
Right where,
Yeah. Son of a gun.
frickin' plumbers.
I don't know, dude. I just work here. This is gonna be a big hole. But if your marks are correct, this hole's bigger than your marks. Let's try it.
Worst case, we figure it out.
I mean, it's a brand new, picked it up at the Menards.
I see that. It's nice.
I don't know.
Never been used.
It's not nearly as good as those ones that I was just using. So, best of luck to you, man.
Oh, you're gonna make me do it?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Wow. There's not much 2x left. I recommend change the speed.
It's fair.
Clean that crap off. I hate these for that. They're bimetal, so they're gonna go through metal and wood, so they're kind of crappy for both, really.
Yeah. You got to be about there.
You did it.
Oh my gosh, my forearm.
You did it. Woo! Some guy just asked me if he could give me a blower door test and then let me grade him. I don't know what he means.
When the lights go down. No, you
Iron Man.
didn't.
Sorry, you're right. I was a little off-centered. Doesn't look as cool on mine. What do you know? Holy mother of pearl, what is going on here, dude?
Got a little twist, huh?
I hope it's not like, I don't know. This
7-1.
Well, this ain't
Okay,
7-1.
no, that is 5-10.
Yep, 510. Okay. So 510 plus 3.5, 6-1.5. 6-1.5. And we're just gonna check this for square, Greg, but there's 6-1.5. And I do have a mark out here because I think it's an extra like 1 foot something. Is it correct? This is where the laser comes in the most handy, you know, because I could just measure off my wall, but because I'm practical and I know I'm probably not perfect, if I measure off the wall the same dimension in 2 spots, it doesn't mean it's square. So I like to always just set the laser up. It's very easy. Greg's cutting me the board anyway, so it's not like I'm doing much of anything else. And if I line up my mark there, and I look really good down there, I might need to move this just a hair. Okay. This is my mark that I put down. This is my laser line. That's really freaking close. So I think we're probably pretty good to square. I mean, if I'm square to a 30-foot spacing on a board, this little 7-foot, I'm gonna go off the laser. Greg's cutting me a 7'1", Greg. This is where, since I've got the laser set up, I'm gonna start making ceiling marks so we don't have to reset this up. The other nice perk of a laser, I can go ahead and just mark right exactly where I'm gonna be going. And this line is that wall down there. So look at that, Greg. We'll be partially on this, so we'll have to fill it in. Oh boy. Now the other thing that we have to do, because we have this service cavity and we're gonna have our wall coming underneath of it like so, this doesn't allow us to have really like a top plate per se that, well, it's a top plate still, but we have to add additional framing for drywall nailer. So we'll come in here up above and we'll just shove in some scrap blocking. Maybe we'll get some 2x6 or 2x8 for 2x4 walls and 2x8 or whatever for our 2x6 wall, but we'll be able to put it up above that plate, and that will be what we use for drywall nailer along the top. But only if we have to. I saw the technique you used. Did you like it?
Yeah, I respect it.
Thank you, man. I always split the laser. I want to see laser on both.
These flies are relentless.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, man.
Just every once in a while.
See, so that's the block I was talking about. We can just shove this kind of scrap framing everywhere, and it'll give us something for the drywall to mount drywall to around outside corners, and we'll got another plate, top plate's gonna go right there. Okay, now before we move it, let's go ahead and get the top.
What does this remind you of? The green and the orange?
I don't know.
Kind of reminds me of those sour apple suckers.
Hey, this is my bedroom.
It's a big bedroom.
And then you can come over here and walk in. This is your bathroom. We got to get a closet, but this has a pocket door, so we don't have that framing. So let's go ahead and get these cut. All right. So one thing we do when we put these up prior to our wall is I just make a quick 1-inch scribe line with my square, That gives me a spot to put my laser to, because with a 3.5-inch stud wall and a 2x6, that'll give me 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on this side. This is gonna be a complete walk-in shower, all glass. This, we have a pocket door that we have to, I don't have the framing on the pocket door. My supplier is supposed to get me that. So that'll go here, and then this is a big walk-in closet. We've got our attic access all framed in, ready to go. That is gonna be a temporary attic access. That will get probably sealed up. The only thing we need to do next, Greg, here is run our 2x6 down the wall, and then we're ready to start LDM and measurements.
But we gotta put another 2x4 above it.
Yeah, but here's a question. Can we just like put scrap boards up there and fill it in? Because it means nothing.
You could. I mean, it would lay flatter if you had 2 boards.
Well,
probably.
you'd still be able to screw into your ceiling. Anyway, but this is gonna be another day, I think. Probably about 4 o'clock here. Probably should clean up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 3:55. As you'll notice here, I had to add another 2x because our 2x6 plate, as you will see shortly, was gonna be spanning across both of these. And then what I also did was I set my laser up and I marked that line. I just scribed a 1.5-inch line. That allowed me to set that board exactly where I wanted it. It'll give me an 1.5-inch overhang for drywall when it comes across and dies into the wall and the ceiling. And then also it'll give me, I know exactly where to install my top plate. So that's what I'm cutting now. And then we'll be able to go through, get all of our measurements for our studs, start cutting those. Then we get to start building the walls and turning this big open space into a home. Okay, flip it around, Cole, you'll be better. Flip your broom around. Just push it straight up. There you go. Looks like I can just barely see my line. See, I got an X, and I got an X up there. Look, yeah. See that? Yeah. Hit the green button. It's gonna give me a measurement, 9'7" and 1/8. So 9'7" and 1/8. So I'm gonna go 1/8 because my guess is they're all gonna be 9'7" probably, and some change.
Okay.
So we gotta write these down so we can go cut them. So this is, you can probably write down an 1/8, 3/16. Let's see, this is fireplace this way. So this is gonna go all the way up. See this, look at this. See how like, that's flat? Look how far over it is. So we kind of gotta go in the middle and just. So, Cole, you got crown on all these? Yes. So crown is going to go out from the shower. So where's your crown on, Mark? Right here. Okay, so all the arrows are gonna go to the outside. That's
tight.
That's fine, but yeah, it's a little tight.
That's really tight. All right, I'll take.
I'd take the line, dude. Or whatever you do. You know, you do you. Okay, so I got the boys making up all the standard studs, getting them laid out. I'm working on getting my door jambs, my wall connection boards, and I don't even have a mark up here because I'm gonna use the laser to make sure it's exact. So if these marks to those marks aren't perfect, even though I use the laser to get them figured out, we'll recheck everything when we do the doors. That way the door jambs are as perfectly plumb as we can make them. And yeah, so, and then these are my wall connections. If you don't know framing, we're gonna need to do like a little bit of a U-nailer. That gives us something to nail both sides of the drywall on. You could just do, like when you look at this, I'm gonna have a stud, And then whatever the wall that you're framing into, this is being a 2x4, we use a 2x4 stud, so we make this U, set it in here, this wall can get nailed and it's secure, and then the drywall has something to mount to coming from both sides into that corner. I see a lot of times, and we'll do it in some situations where we'll not do this, and we'll just use a 2x6 here, and then nail it to this. That's okay, depending on the situation. You know, if you're like somewhere that doesn't really matter, or if we're doing a product that is not drywall, like steel, but drywall is going to have more movement, so we don't want that wall kind of flexing in that corner. We want it to be as solid as possible. That's why we kind of go to the U frame, and I'm sure there's a million ways to do it. That's just how I was always taught. So that's what I'm going to build here. Yeah, I'm doing the doorway, and I'm doing the, where the 2x4 wall comes in, Cole. You guys are just doing kind of the intermediate. What the? Holy crap, that's a bent screw. Back, yep. Away, yep. This, no, that's good. And now push them. Good. All right, now this beefy old boy, oh, hopefully it fits. Because it's hard to get all this material in. Might have to actually, let's go this way. Slide it in, because I think it's a little bit, yeah. Oh crap, it's backwards. I'm just joking, dude. Did I get you?
No, I knew.
Oh. So get the bottom there close first.
Come on.
Wait. Oh yeah, this is fireplace. I think I need, no, that should be all right. I think that's the, nope, this is not. It needs to be on the other side.
What?
This needs to be on this side.
Oh.
Because this is what we're calling the king stud. King stud goes all the way to the top. Then we'll have a jack stud that will go to the top of the fireplace framing.
No, that's not good.
Oh, that's tight too, son of a gun. You get that with bottom plates that aren't perfect, you know? All right, nice, dude. Too tight.
Another one.
Another one bites the dust. Thanks, brother. All right, so this opening right here is for an electric fireplace, kind of centered in this, this is like the living room area. And customer got me this, so we're gonna go ahead and frame that in. That's why we kept this open. But I hope 60 5/8. I might have done this wrong already that I'm thinking about it. Holy cow, I did it actually not too bad. Actually, no, I did do that kind of weird. This is gonna be a problem here. It's 16 on center, Greg, but it's not gonna, I need 63 5/8 plus 1.5 inches. I'm like 63 and, I'm like 64 1/8. How can I make that up? I'm not gonna be able to. But I tell you what we can do, we can line the inside of the opening with a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, and that'll make up the difference so we don't have to do anything. See, this is on a 16-inch on center layout, but that's kind of not what I wanted, so oh well. Hey Greg, you remember that time we did that cut with that Sawzall blade and everybody said that it was a fake video?
Yeah.
They said you didn't even have nails, you already cut through them.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny because people are...
Remember when I was using the Sawzall and
You were repairing some work?
I had the metal blade on, but I was cutting through wood.
Good times.
And
Good
you
times.
called me an idiot.
Well, I mean,
And
come on.
then you kind of started beating me and...
I don't remember that. All right, this stud needs to be moved. It's just not exactly in the layout of the fireplace, and I thought I had it in my mind right, but I guess I didn't, so sucks to suck, Kyle. Oh, I hate rework. That's the fireplace. Yeah. All right. So before I do this and nail it up, I'm gonna try to be smart. I'm gonna take this down here and I'm gonna transfer my lines. Come on. I don't know what was, we know this was that one. Now we don't have any load bearing weight on this. The picture, the diagram doesn't show it needing any additional framing, but because there shouldn't be any trim per se around this, I don't know. I don't know if this needs a double plate. We'll go ahead and double plate it just to be safe. Just gonna take my marker here and I'm gonna say not 16-inch on center. So nobody plans that to be 16-inch on center. Just helping them out, you know? And I think this one also is not 16 on center.
It'd almost be beneficial to mark it like on the floor.
All right, we got the master suites framed up minus the closet that I need framing for, or framing dimensions for the slider. Pass through, bifold, whatever you want to call it. Not bifold, no.
Pocket.
Pocket. Yeah. Huh. Right there. Nice. All right, we'll go through, get all of our lines snapped. We're gonna go kind of the same process. We got the master suite done. Now we're gonna frame all these other walls. We'll get all the plates down on the bottom, move to the ceiling, and then we'll come through and do all of our studs. So it's kind of a nice process. It does take a little bit of time, but it ain't bad. Greg, I don't think I did a good job. Let me give me a little.
Rechalk that.
Let me rechalk that, okay? Do it. Okay. Good thing is we knew we were gonna lose our chalk lines from the first time we laid it out. So I did put some pen lines down so I wouldn't lose. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Shoot. I think it's messing us up.
Inside line.
Yeah, that's fair. I say we'll get the hallway done. Mm-hmm. That'll kind of define pretty easily, and it also, it's pretty easy to do this way. So we'll just run that with the laser, or no, we're just gonna run all the bottoms.
Run on the bottom.
Then we'll move the lasers around, get measurements. Okay, cool. Let's grab some 16s, and we'll go. This should be not too bad. I'm not gonna worry too much. I do need to find out where my doorways all are. But for now, we'll just go ahead and run 16 centers on everything and then lay all the plates. Then I'll measure where the doorways are. I'll mark those rough openings. But for now, we don't really have to worry about that too much. We got tape, G-Money Millionaire?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to lose my mind with these flies, dog.
There are some crazy amount of flies in here.
Why?
Probably because of, actually I have no idea, because they need some food source. Some organic.
Are we feeding them with our sweat?
It's kind of gross. Maybe though.
It is kind of gross to think about.
That's why I was able to just pull it off, and we're just looking for a little barrier. You know, when you build a house and you put like the foam on the concrete, that doesn't stick to nothing. It just creates a barrier and an air seal and a separation, but that's treated lumber, so it's... Would you build your house with treated lumber, Greg?
Ooh. Let me think about that for a second.
Or on your bottom plates, or let's say your grade boards on the top of a foundation wall? Or would you say this method is good enough for you?
See, I think...
I can tell you what I would do if you want to know my answer first.
I would not do a treated board because, how far should I go? I should
Just stop. Let's get these real quick and then
yeah.
Tell me. I want to know.
I would do a non-treated board and tape because that way everything is dimensionally the same.
Yeah, that's my thing. Treated lumber just never...
It's always bigger.
It's always garbage.
It's always 1 5/8 thick. It's always 7 and whatever tall. But the thickness is what really messes everything up.
I don't know, this is not vacuuming.
There we go.
Oh no, door's in here, so this is all wall.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is all wall. The door is out of this bathroom.
So it's connected to the bedroom?
Yeah, it's like a secondary master suite. This is a common bathroom for everybody to use. Originally, it had 2 doors in it, but when they shrunk the size and we made the things a little bit smaller. So pretty cool, huh?
You want to know my thought?
I don't, but sure.
I would make this the common bathroom and that the secondary suite.
I agree.
All right, let's see if it kind of goes 157 and a 16th.
Same here, 157, 16th. So 2 of those. This is a 2x4 wall. Okay, I need to double check what side I'm on. I think it's 4'1" on the inside. Yes, 4'1" on the inside. Okay, so that's my outside. All right.
See how I'm doing this, Kyle?
No, I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure it's awesome. You know, whatever you're doing, I'm sure is awesome.
See, that was easy. Three more.
Num num, you know?
Ease the trigger, ease the trigger. Ease. There you go.
You know what I was doing? I went in reverse because the problem is this first whatever, it wants to grab it.
There you go.
I don't got time for that, dude.
Watch your wrists.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Maybe I already asked this, but is it hot in here or is it just me?
Gas. Yep. Mm-hmm. Not too shabby, my guy.
Not too crabby. Every time we did our layout for 16 on center, we always came off of the center wall. And the reason we do that is because the center wall we know will be plumbed with our laser, which means when we start all of our layouts off of it, they will be perfect to this wall. And then any discrepancies in our outside wall, which in post frame can be a little bit weird because of the post, and the fact that sometimes like that wall is in between these posts, those girts might not be perfect. We start there, we have a problem. We start here where it's perfectly plumb, then all the problems just kind of
melt away,
get buried and nobody remembers, you know?
Do our best to cover the rest.
That's right, so good enough. Right there, good enough.
Not looking for perfect. Come on, life in the pace. Oh my gosh. And that's one of those parts that you say that you like to cut, right?
Yes, I don't want you to look stupid.
Kind of tight. You said 16th.
I know. I meant it, dude. It'll fit.
If he said 6 All right. So we got all of our bottom plates. I'm realizing that I did not think about my ceiling framing. So some of our ceiling framing that we put like right here, where our walls are on the same plane and are in line with some of the ceiling framing, we can get away with just adding another 2x4. So we have a drywall nailer both sides. You'll see up there that laser line is the wall, and that 1.5 inches that sticks out, that'll be where we have a drywall nailer. Walls over here, if you kind of look at this laser, they're just going to be out in the middle of this bay. I'm going to have to do a 2x6 so I have nailer on both sides. I don't have those, so it's like the end of the day, I got to get going anyway. I'm going to run get some more lumber because we kind of need those before we start putting our top plates in all these spots. So I'm going to do a quick run around to see what lumber I still need, because I always order, like when I do an estimate, I order a stud for every foot of wall. Then I add 2 studs for my doors. So I have, you know, king and a jack on each door, and then I do just a single every foot. So even though I'm only going 16 inches, I still order, if it's a 50-foot wall, I order 50 studs. Even though, you know, if it's a straight 16-inch on center, I'm not gonna use a full 50. But that never is exact, so I probably should do a quick count on the ground, see how many studs that we have on these walls, and do a count on what I have, because I'm going to get lumber. I don't want to be like...
So, with that being said, do you want me to take the trailer back to the warehouse? Probably.
Well, if you could, I guess.
I'm going to have to, otherwise what are you going to do?
I'm not going to get 16-footers in the back of my truck.
You would have to get out the big trailer.
Ooh.
Just keep up the good work, Colt.
12.
Keep up the good work.
Yep, keep living the dream, man.
I'm proud of you.
Dang it, I don't remember my measurement now. You guys need to stop talking. We're not here to have a good time, we're here to work.
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, that could be your goal. Just saying, if I could solve a problem using minimal brain, then why not?
I mean, not to be rude, right?
Okay, not to be rude. All right, this is gonna be pretty rude, I guess.
Aren't you always solving your problems with simple brain? Like, I mean,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
do you have a second gear?
I do. I just don't know when to use it or if I should use it. You know.
Okay, fair.
So I always start at like, it's like you let your car idle, and then when you need to get more acceleration, you press the gas pedal.
So you're more like a generator that idles at an efficient RPM and just gets the job done. He never really goes faster or slower. He just.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm more like a car. Like
But you're not getting my point. That's my point. Is you always go at a certain RPM. You never have to go. So like I was trying to give you a compliment, dude.
But it sounds like you weren't, because it sounded like you were saying like I run at the bare minimum.
No, not at all. Not at all. But then again, wouldn't that be a compliment? I can man that for you if you want, like, eyeball. Well, that's just a simple 2x4 there. So that's not gonna be too bad. Oh man. Scared.
Ew, your shins are sweaty.
Oh, bro.
Bro, that is gross.
Thank you. Thank you, my good friend.
Gross.
Oh, come on, Kyle. All right, wall plate's done, I think. Although I got to do one right there for that little closet wall. But ceiling plates are now done. We're going to go ahead. Greg started going through with the LDM. I got an LDM. It's probably the most cumbersome job, not because it's hard, but because you're bent over, which, my back is sore. And then you're cranking your head up to make sure that you're on your line. So, like, look at Greg. Look how goofy he looks. Don't you just want to go over there and just while he's doing that, just do like a karate chop?
If my wife was here, she would come up and flick my throat.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I want to do. Let's try it. I won't. Okay. How's it going there? Mm-hmm. You just feel so goofy looking, don't you, when you do it too?
Yeah. I'm afraid of I feel like a little bit.
I feel like if you do this deal, you can kind of like get away from the neck crank. Otherwise, you're like this. This is what you look like. Because this is what happens when you do it. Watch my mouth.
Oh.
Look at this. Okay, I mark it to my measurement and I'll put 1/16. Now when I bring it out here, I put this one by the 1/16. Okay. Got me? Sure. Awesome. You are teachable, man. That's one thing I like about you.
Me, on the other hand,
I just hope you can read all Greg's handwriting and then you can read your own handwriting. I just sweat out everywhere. 1/16.
I've been trying to do a very good job.
So which ones are they? What's that?
Oh, you're not going to do any of them. You can still do.
And
Where
50.
this tape measures where the tap con is.
Wait, 60. Whew.
He's just doing like the doors.
Yeah, it's just these ones around the doors, Cole.
You can do that whole entire stuff.
Have them been pretty easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, yeah, make sure you mark those.
Yeah.
Everything is 9/7, and
Everything else.
yeah,
It's specified.
unless it's specified by saying 9/6.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I got you.
So
an L nailer here, just go. Psh, psh.
no, won't be able to. So
No?
we'll have framing here, and then
So how do you frame a pocket door? Like,
well, you just frame an opening. So it's just a rough opening the pocket door frame goes across the top.
It's built into one and you just kind of like
Yeah,
set
and
it
then
in.
it's built to go into the wall, so it has usually very thin strips and some brackets on the concrete. And those will get fastened. They'll get like an L bracket over here.
Okay.
And then it will get fastened to the rail up here.
So it kind of comes with its own studs.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, one cool thing about the Martinez square, check this out. If I make my first mark on, like, let's say the inside of my door jamb, boom, first mark. I slide this sucker over to this line, and I got this nice line right here. That's exactly 1.5 inches. You can see because it hit my exact 1.5 inch mark. And then I can just slide it over again, see my little line, boom. So very quick and easy layout. I think everybody is copying the Martinez square now, even the look of his hammers. What a great tool. This is, how old are these now, Greg?
The squares?
This is original titanium.
Was that 2020?
I mean, 19?
1920, somewhere in there?
The one thing that I think is most impressive, I don't know if you're ever gonna be able to see it, is look at the tip. Just even the tip is so important because every aluminum square I've ever had, this gets all run down because you drop it, and I've dropped this many times. And this tip remains because it's titanium. This thing is like bulletproof. Yeah, I really do like this. Worth every penny. All right. So now that I've got all my door jambs marked, remember when we put these plates down, I did not put screws everywhere. The problem is Greg is already like halfway done, if not 3/4 of the way done, marking all the studs. And I'm gonna go through and probably hit a couple more tap cons around some doorways. So we tried to stay away from those. But it's important to get a tap con by your door jambs so that you, as you know, you got a crabby kid and they slam their door, which you should teach that kid a lesson because they shouldn't be doing that. But
Whoa.
no, I mean, like, you know, teach them respect, not like hit them or nothing.
Oh, okay.
You want to have a nice solid jamb. And since we're not like glued to the ground, we're not nailed everywhere to like wood, we need to get a concrete anchor on each of those door jamb locations. I think that's important.
Ha!
Good there. That's good there. Let's get, that's good there. Let's see. Okay. Time to put on the All right.
Hit one of those.
All right, let's go take a look at this. Where'd it go?
Okay.
Because I don't want them to all be loose. And hopefully we can move the ones that you've cut loose down the line to a different spot. I like that, man.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't have the wrist strength to do this for some reason. Hello. I'll put it together. Thank you. All right, so this is the outside wall. So there, and that's outside, so there. Rat. All right, supposedly this one goes here. Oh boy. Except I'm too big there.
Eighth.
Oh, that shot outside. Crown away from anything that is going to be like a cabinet, a shower, shelving, anything. So this bedroom, it doesn't really matter. So we just crown into, yeah, that's 16th.
Smaller than a 16.
What is this? Were you listening to me, by the way?
Yes.
What'd I say?
That the theory behind crowning is to always point the boards away from anything that's going to have like something hanging on the wall, like a cabinet or a mirror or.
Well, I didn't say mirror, but that's well, you did hear.
I'm applying the knowledge.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Love it. See, that does not push me out of the way. That's just snug. Like, we're not ruining nothing.
Okay.
That's whatever you're doing, that is.
I'll continue to do that.
Give me a little pound. Pound. Okay. What do you think about that?
Interesting.
All right, walls nailed at the bottom. Lots of headers to put up and nailing to do up top. So I'm gonna start putting those together, and then we gotta get lasers out because everywhere that all these walls join together, we'll laser them up, make sure that the corners are nice and plumb, make sure all the door jambs are plumb, so we're not, just nailing to a mark on the ceiling. We're gonna ensure that everything is good because we've already found one top plate that I think I flipped backwards. Yes, that was this one right here. Right here. So you just never know. It's always good to double check. And right now these things are all over the place. Nothing looks straight at all, but it will as soon as we get done nailing. I hope. All right. So a couple different headers we're doing. None of this is really structural, but basically anything over a 3-foot door, a standard, I just change it up. And honestly, sometimes I'll do 3-footers, but it's like a waste of lumber. If we just have a standard 3.0 door, we just double plate the top. There's no weight coming down on this, so I'm not worried about a header. However, when we get into a wider opening, like we have pocket doors, we have big bifolds, big openings, I just do this so there's no deflection in there. So yeah, if you're curious, that's just my thoughts is we have no header needs, but anything over a standard 3.0 door, I just change it up and do something like this. So, or if I know that there's gonna be some weight coming down onto it. That's gonna go that way. Keep going, right there. Like it. Give me a tightener up. Come on, right there. Holy here, this is easy though. Throw that in there. One more, right there. Watch your fingers. Bang! If I'm being honest, there's just...
Dude, be honest.
I really need to get on my stilts and start nailing this stuff in. This is the last door header I'm doing.
We're going to come back tomorrow, so, I mean, I would finish up what we did today, and then tomorrow we'll finish up everything.
It's just hotter up here, you know?
Pretty sketch looking.
Okay, nail gun. Oh man, I gotta go through these door headers. I should have left them off. One second, I gotta get a mark. Kind of cover it up. Don't ever put your hands right there. Okay, Colt, go on the inside now and shine up this outside wall. Or you can do it right there on the outside. Get close. No, do it right here. Right here?
Right here?
And then shine up with this guy right here. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. I don't want to jump around too much because I don't want to get made fun of for my lack of nailing everything off. So I'm trying to go little by little. I've been sweating. I am so thirsty. Oh boy. All right, that's a heck of a day, man. We're not done though. We still got, we got to do all the framing above our headers. What?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Day 2 of the wall framing. It's a lot of work. Definitely the way we do it is a little slow, but it does give us a lot of assurance and quality. So that's nice, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure we missed some nails. We're gonna find them. We're gonna do some blocking. We'll do that tomorrow. So let's just keep rolling in this. We'll get back and we'll finish all this miscellaneous framing. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. That's the other perk to post frame, Greg. You got a built-in ladder on all your walls. 27 3/4. Gregory.
No, we'll definitely be done by lunch. Promise.
6'4 1/4. 6'4 1/4. That is why I waited to cut these, because this wall must bow out just slightly, because it should be 6'4 exact, and it's, wait, that doesn't even make sense. 6'4 is 76. I feel like that should be 75. Huh. Always check, because I think I got this wrong. That'd be funny. Pocket door, 73, 74, 75, 76. Oh. Okay, we got lucky this time. 76 1/4. So we got the plumber here today doing final roughing, getting all the drains in the walls, and we kind of realized that we didn't get, and this is my fault, because I didn't let them know and just missed it. We got a drain waste vent. So this is venting up into the attic for the kitchen sink. So just to kind of show you how it works, we will have a penetration right here through our air control layer, and we'll do the best to tape that. But we just pulled the Myrex back. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all installed back. I'll tape my joints off and we should be just as good as new. So not a big deal. It never is good doing rework, but because this is all nice and open, it was very easy. I think he had this done in like 15 minutes and we're back to getting this all secured. So hopefully I can even hit maybe my old twinette here. This will all just get put back on. Yeah, I'm not too, well, maybe I need to do this. This is looking a little sus. I feel like this goes here, I think. Nice. You got lucky on that one, Ace. This was a little bit small, but it'll work.
Maybe he has a great personality, yeah.
What?
Not gonna be perfect, but I'm trying to get on the pipe and then that's all continuous. There. So now that can be hooked up. It's behind the air barrier. So there you go. We got a penetration in the air barrier. That should be air sealed because there should be a P-trap. So nothing is going to be coming from outside into the home, and definitely all that goes up into the attic space. So there, I've always gotten that question. What do you do about your plumbing? That's what we do. And if we have an electrical wire, we do the same thing. It's just easier because it's smaller, so we can seal that pretty easily with a piece of tape. So, all right, let's finish this framing up because we got her. Careful. Yep. I'm gonna hope that's enough. I don't think it is. We got two labs right here. We got a pipe there, pipe there. So he's got to join those and get them out. And then we'll do the same thing, just close it back up. It's not too bad. Always easier to do it beforehand. I'll take blame on that one. I'm not a plumber, so I thought they were done. Bad communication. I'm just really a fan of the light.
The light is huge, yes.
Okay.
Is that the last piece of blocking?
Is that the last piece of blocking? We finally got all these walls framed up. The plumber has already started today. The electrician will be in here tomorrow getting that all roughed in. And we will basically step away, let them come in, do what they need to do. I'm sure we'll have some additional framing or something. I know we have closets, Greg. We forgot, or not closets, we got cabinets. So all that blocking that we just did? No.
Upper or
Just
lower?
over here. We got upper and lower cabinets. So we need a row at 36 or 34, I should say, 34 and a half. And then we'll also probably do some blocking in random spots. Like I need to go over things like toilets where the, paper towel holders, toilet paper holders, towel rack, all that stuff we're gonna need to know, because I like solid blocking. I don't like relying on drywall anchors. But this is the end of this video. Stick around, we'll do a full walkthrough of this. We'll go through the layout, we'll kind of share with you when we're done. But for now, we're gonna step away until they're all done, and we'll come back and do our sound control, which is Rockwool
Safe and sound.
safe and sound. Yeah. So catch you guys in the next one.